everybody, welcome back to Project Happy Home. For those of you who are new here, I'm Tanya, a doctor, lawyer turned homeschool mom of 3 kids ages 9, 6, and 4. If you're interested in videos about secular homeschooling, raising a child with ADHD, and living a more essentialist lifestyle, you've come to the right place, so hit that subscribe button down below. Today I'm continuing my Homeschool Planner Palooza series, the series that we do every single year with my good friend Lindsay over at Momma Schmooze Homeschool Reviews, and this year my friend Syeda over at The Precious Years is also joining us, so that's great. Today we're doing a Homeschool Planner Tag, which is a series of questions, and if you feel like participating, feel free to do that and go ahead and comment down in the comments down below so that I can check out your video and see what your answers were too. If you do the video, do me a favor and just reference back to Homeschool Planner Palooza so that people know where to find our Palooza videos. The first question is, how were you introduced to planners and what was your first planner? I was introduced to planners for the first time in middle school. I went to a little small secular private school, and they had a lot of things like, leadership classes and organizational sort of pep talks. And one of those things was to have a student planner for all of us so that we could record our assignments. That was useful. I didn't really continue it myself into college at all. And the first time I really purchased a planner for myself was the Exacompta when I started work. And I had these in residency. I had them as a physician and also as a teacher and then also as a lawyer. And when I was a teacher, obviously I had a teacher planner too, but that's neither here nor there. My Exacompta comes in this little leather folio that I purchased. It's a really thin planner, as you can see. It's really nice and small and compact. If you guys are interested in just having a planner that you can put into a purse and you just want to record your daily events and things like that, it's a really useful little planner actually, because it's nice and thin. You can order an insert every single year quite separate from the folio, and it has these vertical columns that are timed, and on the side you have a little column for calls you have to make, emails you might have to write, or mail you have to do, and then it always has the previous month and a future month right here with one box for Sunday. It does have a full column for Saturday though, which I find interesting. I really liked it. It served me really well when I was like a working professional. It was the perfect planner for me. I recorded everything in there. When I became a stay-at-home mom, however, it wasn't the best planner for me because it just didn't have enough space to record all the things I wanted to do. It's really much more of a business professional's planner. The second question is, how many planners do you have and what are they used for? I have quite a few planners at this point. I have my homeschool planner. I have my home chore, like household planner that lives on the kitchen counter. And I have my my Hobonichi planner, which is my life planner and my journal as well. So those are the 3 main planners I have. I also have a gratitude journal and a financial journal. It's more of a record keeping. Those 2 are record keeping books, not so much planners. I don't actually plan out when bills are due or anything. I just pay them when they come, or they're automated. You want to show me? Yeah. Come. So we have a visitor. Someone has made a giant hand out of a surgical glove. Okay, shoo.
Hug.
Hugs. Okay, go. Close the door, please.
Okay.
Question number 3 is, what is your favorite brand of planner? My favorite brand of planner, without a doubt, is Hobonichi. It is my favorite planner. I'm sure if you've watched my channel for a while, you have seen me talk about Hobonichi. I have several Hobonichi videos out already. I store my Hobonichi in this fabric cover with a plastic protector. It is just my favorite planner. It has daily pages. It has weekly pages that I decorate a little bit. It has a yearly calendar at the beginning. It has monthly pages, and then it has a full-on yearly like calendex as well at the beginning, and I love it. It is the perfect book for me to record my life. Like, I like recording where we go and what we do in it for appointments and everything, and the weekly pages, and I love having my daily journal pages in the back, which I use for everything. I use them for daily journal pages, I use them for note-taking pages. It's just sort of like my everything book, and I love Hobonichi so much. If you want to know more about my love of Hobonichi, you should watch my Hobonichi Plan With Me videos because I go on and on. How long does it take you to update your planner each day? I actually don't spend that much time on my planner. Those stickers that you saw in the Hobonichi, for example, I just forward plan with all my stickers at the beginning of the year, and then I never touch my stickers again. Literally, it's like one weekend, and I just kind of like play, and I like decorate the pages seasonally, etc. Separate out the months with washi tape, but then I never touch stickers again. I used to use stamps and be a little bit more cutesy about my stickers. I used to put in like, today I'm gonna go to yoga and da-da-da-da-da, but I just don't do any of that anymore. We have one weekend of sticker planning sort of in November, December when I set up my planner for the following year, and then I never do it again. So the same exact thing with my chore planner. I cut apart all those chores that are organized in the mom's planner and I stick them into my household planner, and then I never really do cutesy planning again for the rest of the year. So every single day, my general planning routine is when I wake up, I look at the week and I see what's coming up the next day. If I can remember any to-do tasks or anything that I haven't put down, I do put them in. I try to order out in my mind how the day is going to go. I might record who I might call or who I'm trying to contact, but it's a very functional planner. I don't do bullet journaling per se because I don't have the time, and I think those people are amazing at what they do and I love it, and I would love to have the time. Like, my fantasy self is a bullet journaler, but my reality self is a Hobonichi planner, which allows me a little bit of flexibility to be creative for 1 or 2 weekends of the year, and the rest of the time it's just a really functional planner. So like, to answer that question, I probably spend less than 5 minutes like actively working on my planner a day, besides like crossing things off. Question number 5. When did you first start decorating your planner? I probably didn't decorate any of my planners until the Hobonichi, and that was just because the Hobonichi has this very special paper called Tomo River paper that accepts watercolors, and there's a lot of Facebook groups and Instagram feeds about how people decorate and do art in their Hobonichi, and so that just made me curious about this whole world of stamps and art and watercolors. And even to this day, I wouldn't say I'm a big planner decorator beyond just buying a couple sticker packs and setting up for the year. I just find it to be too much of a time sink for me to do that right now. However, I do love the idea. So next year I'm actually going to cut back on a planner and just keep my gratitude log in my Hobonichi, and I thought I might try like decorating with watercolors and things like that in the daily journal pages. So we'll see how that goes. Question number 6 is, what is your favorite pens for your planner? I've already talked about this before, but my favorite pens for my planner are these. So the first one is the Sigma Micron, and I love this pen so much. It's a very, very fine point. It draws a really fine line, and you can watercolor around it and it won't smear. My second favorite planner pen is just the Sharpie fine liner pen, and I think that's a great all-round planner pen if you have thick enough pages. I never really use this in my Hobonichi because it does tend to bleed through. In my Hobonichi, I generally use the pen that comes with the Hobonichi, which is this yellow pen, and this one actually has tape on it because I think it broke a little bit, but it's like a tricolor pen, and it's a ballpoint, but it's a very, very fine ballpoint that doesn't smear at all when I use my favorite highlighters over it to delineate different activities, and that's the Zebra Mild Liner. And they are beautiful and pastel. You can get them in very subdued shades, which I prefer to like the fluorescent highlighters that Bic makes, for example. Question number 7 is basically, if you could only use one embellishment, what would it be? And if I could only use one, it would probably be the Zebra Mild Liners and then washi tape, because I really like using washi to be monthly dividers and things like that. I don't really need the stickers. It's nice, but it's not like essential to me at all. Number 8 is, what is your favorite place to get planner supplies? My favorite place to get planner supplies is the Japanese Hobonichi store, because they send the pen when you order the planner. And then jetpens.com has great options. You can see a whole variety of Asian stationery, and they are so good at stationery there. It's such a passion. And then the third place would be Michael's for stickers and things like that. If you do Michael's, always get your coupon on like Michaels.com and wait, because sometimes they have recollection stickers and planner supplies for 60% off. They do that about 2 or 3 times a year, so definitely wait until they have those sales to go. Number 9 is, what is your planning routine? I think I kind of answered that, right? Like, when I order my planners and I get my next annual planner in November, December, I'll generally devote like a couple weekends to just decorating the planners, setting them up for the entire year. And every single day I look at it in the morning, see what our plan is, kind of add to it. And every single night I'll look at it just to see whether something is happening the next day and I have to plan ahead. Number 10, what inspires you each week for your weekly layout? Like I said, I don't actually do a weekly layout. My layout throughout the year is pretty much the same. And when I do my big planning, weekend, I generally do my stickers and decorations seasonally. So I like to have like bats and pumpkins in October. I like to have Thanksgiving-like things in November, Christmas things in December, etc. Who is the first YouTuber that inspired you to decorate your planners? I wouldn't say that I have a YouTuber that I started following for decorating planners. I really love Amanda's Favorites. It's my current favorite planner channel. She does a really in-depth review and pen tests of various different planners. I'm not a huge planner decorator, so I don't have somebody that I follow for ideas and concepts. In fact, when I follow planning Facebook groups and things like that, it's generally the ones that are devoted to strictly planning. Number 12 is how many planners do you decorate? And I decorate just the one, the Hobonichi. The other ones are pretty functional. They don't have that much decoration. Even the Homeschool Planner has very little decoration. Number 13 is what planner would you recommend to a first-time planner for decoration? Now, again, I think planning and what you would use as a planner is very, very personal. One good thing that's happening nowadays is that a lot of the bigger planner companies will offer free printables on their website. If you go to the free download section, they'll often have an example of their main planning page. And I really recommend that before you invest in a $50 planner or $60 planner, you should print out a few of those pages and see whether that layout works for you. Print out a week or two of it and see if you enjoy it, if you like doing that. In terms of decoration, I think the people who decorate their planners most are the people who have happy planners and the people who have Erin Condrens. I think the other planner companies appeal more to people who just want to do strictly planning. It's a lovely pastime, honestly. I totally get why people decorate. I just don't choose to do that at this stage. But yeah, definitely check out those free downloads and see whether that planner layout works for you. Another place to look for great planners that are much more inexpensive than the bigger companies is on Etsy. There's a lot of graphic designers who will sell a planner pack of 40 or 50 different planner pages for about $5 to $15. And you could just have that forever and reprint them every year, or just buy, one that's devoted to the year and just have it bound yourself at Kinko's or whatever. And that's a much less expensive way to kind of see whether you are going to be a planner person or not. Question number 14 is if you had to only recommend one planner, what would you recommend and why? Again, I kind of think I answered that in the last question. I think that planners are very, very personal. I think that if you like to decorate, it's good to go with an open format, large planner like a Happy Planner or an Erin Condren. I think if you like to be more strictly just, I want to know what I'm doing and I want to have a to-do list and I want to have an idea of what my events are for the week. You want to decide whether you want a daily planner or a weekly planner. You want to decide whether you want a section for meal planning. You want to decide whether you're the person who wants a planner that has little labeled boxes for everything that's sort of directing you in your planning, or do you want a very open-ended system that leaves empty boxes for you to figure out what you want to plan? Watching YouTube videos is helpful so that you can get an idea and see a flip through. I wouldn't recommend any one to any one person. I do think that if you want to combine your events with your journaling, the Hobonichi is the way to go 100% of the time. Okay, the bonus question is to show our washi tape and see whether it's out of control. I don't have as much washi tape as some people, but I do have quite a bit, and I will show you my collection. So I keep my washi tape in this box, and it's really not that much, you guys, considering how much I like planning. So I just have this one box of washi that I bought that was seasonal, and then 3 rolls, if you can see, of this Recollections washi tape. So, I have well over 50 rolls of washi tape, but I only ever purchased this on one day at one trip to Michael's for 60% off. And it has been more than enough to last me for 3 years now, and I have no plans of buying new washi tape in the future until these run out. But yeah, if you just get one of these shoe boxes, it's a nice little way of storing your washi tape if you want to. And I don't think it's out of control at all. So my husband might disagree. In any case, I really hope that you enjoyed that little planner tag video. I'm gonna go ahead and tag some other homeschool mamas on YouTube to participate in the planner tag. I'm tagging the Waldock Way, I'm tagging Classroom Unbound, as well as Homeschool of Belair. So I hope, my friends, you will join in. As always, I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much for spending some of it with me, and I wish you the very best day.